most popular question that I get asked about photography is, which camera should I get? For the longest time, I would recommend something along these lines and a good lens to go with it, or a couple of good lenses. But as of late, I've actually been testing the concept of using this right here and some accessories to actually shoot on what we're all carrying in our pockets, which is our phone. It doesn't matter if it's an iPhone, an Android, they're all actually capable of doing some really good things, and I've put it to the test over the past few months along with these accessories to see just how good it can be. And at this point, I would actually say, if you're not sure that you want to go for photography and you don't know that you want to drop all the money on something like this, use what you've already got, use what's in your pocket. And the following accessories are some things that I would definitely recommend to enhance your photography and take it to the next level on your phone. One of the best things that you can add to your phone are add-on lenses. And I've got these right here by Moment. And if you're getting into mobile photography, chances are you've probably already seen these. These, in my opinion, are the absolute best mobile lenses out there. They're made of all metal, they feature real glass, they're made just like a lens that you would get from a manufacturer, say like Fujifilm, Nikon, Canon, any of those manufacturers. These lenses are made to the same tolerances, and this particular lens is the Moment wide, and this doubles the field of view, so it doubles what you can get in your shots. And this one right here is the tele. And this telephotos to give you 2 times the distance of what you're able to get out of your normal iPhone. These are the 2 that I would recommend the most, especially for mobile filmmaking or mobile photography. You do have to buy the case, which it's extremely thin, very streamlined, and what it does is your lenses, they've got a little mount on the back and it goes right into that slot. And you just turn it a little quarter turn and it's right there. Shooting all day with your iPhone, it's gonna absolutely deplete your battery. So I would recommend getting something like the Anchor charger. This is over like 20,000 milliamps of power, and it features 2 USB hubs that you can easily just plug your iPhone into. You can charge multiple devices, which we're going to get to here in a minute. And this thing, it'll definitely charge for a really long time. It'll give you about 6 charges out of your iPhone, which is going to come in handy on long days of shooting photos, and especially if you do get into mobile filmmaking as well. That definitely chews through your battery very quickly, so I would recommend adding one of these to your kit. Next thing that you can add is a little tripod. This is the JOBY Grip Type 1, and you can tell it's extremely small. It can fit in the palm of your hand, and it's got this little spring activated mount for your phone to go on. And this is a really cool one that you can just fit into your pocket. I really like this one, and I always pack this one with me. I've actually reviewed this and the little remote on the back, and it'll be up at anthonyawaken.com. I'll leave the link down in the description. But if you want something a little bit bigger, a little bit substantial, I would recommend the JOBY Grip Type Pro. And what this one has over this one is obviously a lot more size, but it's also got this mount, which is my favorite. You can go between portrait oriented, or you can go back to landscape, and it expands to take a small phone like the iPhone 8, or it can expand up to an iPhone 8 Plus. And I'm sure it'll do the same thing for Samsungs, but I just come from the iPhone background. So this is my favorite mount for the phone, and I do use this tripod quite a bit, especially if I want something just a little bit more substantial, a little bit more beefy. But these two are definitely great tripods to add. And what these will allow you to do is to take longer shutter speeds. So if it's dark outside, or if you're wanting to capture the motion of water, like those long exposure shots that you see around, these will allow you to do it. And also what this allows you to do are things like time lapses and video and things like that to get the shake out of your shots. That is the biggest thing that you can add to your mobile creative kit. One of the most fun things that I've added in a long time to my mobile photography kit, or just my photography kit in general, are the Aperture M9s. These are incredible. I'm actually right over here lighting the side just with a little blue gel. These take up no space, add really no extra weight in your bag. You just flip them on with a little switch right there. You can control how bright they get. It's 9 steps, I believe, of brightness. And then right here, which is really cool talking about mobile photography, is it charges via a little mini USB. The biggest limitation of doing mobile photography or mobile filmmaking are that the sensors in our phones, while they're really good and they're extremely clear, they don't do well with low light. So you'll probably notice that your pictures are starting to get grainy around nighttime or during certain scenarios. So the ability to bring just one of these little palm-sized lights around is a huge deal. And these go for right around 45 bucks on Amazon. So I definitely would recommend adding at least one of these, two if you can afford it. I know for myself, I use these with my pro cameras. I use them with my iPhones, everything. These are becoming a staple in my kit. And also, the cool thing about these right here, and as I mentioned over here, I'm using a gel to light this and kind of add some creativity. I bought a huge pack of color gels off of Amazon, and as you can see here, I've went through and I've cut them all down to be a little bit more sized for the Aperture M9. So let's just take out a red right here, and we'll just set those right there. What you can do, you can take the cover off, and you can actually magnetize this to hold in there. So you can set these up and you can do all sorts of cool creative things with these lights, especially by adding the color gels. This is a 32 gigabyte SANDISK IXPAND drive, and what it does is it plugs into the port on your iPhone right here via this little lightning cable. And then what you can do is with the SANDISK app, you can transfer all of your footage and your photography from the day onto this, and then plug this right here into your computer, your MacBook, whatever you use. This is definitely something that I wasn't excited to buy at the beginning, but it's something that I'm definitely excited that I have, and it always resides in my pocket or in my bag. In addition to just making it easy to transfer your content, this also gives you another backup in the field. Say you've drove 2 hours away on a photography trip and you are a mobile photographer or a mobile filmmaker. This right here is going to give you an insurance policy past the memory that's built into your phone. You're going to be able to back up to this right here, and you're going to have 2 backups until you get home. Then you pop this in your computer. You've got a third, or you've got a fourth if you've got an external hard drive hooked up to your computer. These are invaluable. I absolutely love them, and they're absolutely worth the price.